Chapter 2. Ely walked fast and didn't point out anything of interest. His tour kind of sucked. I said, I never heard of a student guide before. What's that about? We get a lot of new kids, Ely said as we made what felt like a random turn. There's an army base between us and the next city. Whatever new soldiers get stationed there, their kids will either go to Portside High or here. It happened so much the school started assigning people to show the transfers around. You in that army, Brett? Nah, I said. It was all I said. We stopped at a solitary door on a hallway where the ceiling light flickers more than they actually lit. Ely said, Here it is. Here what is. The most important room in the school. This is a secret entrance to the girls' locker room, I call BS. He frowned, produced a king ring, and granted us entrance. I wrinkled my nose. The most important room in the school smells like mildew. This smell of the current events. Welcome to the J room. He paused, waited for my reaction. No, he didn't have to explain what the J stood for. I said journalism. My student guide was the newspaper nerd. The J room was the size of a large walk-in closet, maybe even enough space for one window, a couple of desks. The biggest prop up by $2 because the front legs were too short, and an ancient Apple computer and a dot matrix printer. There wasn't room for a bookshelf, so all the reference volumes were arranged along the far wall in teetering stacks, some as high as my belt buckle. Ely said, I know it's not much, but we're doing some powerful things. We? You have a staff? Not exactly. He rounded the largest deck, set he set his camera aside and unlocked the button drawer. Retrieving a laptop, a sci-fi decal, Star Wars and Legend of Korra fringe, an Odoria, along with a large blue crown decal that I assumed was his Lord of the Rings battle crest or something equally geeky. He continued, the Rebel Yell is more of a solo operation at the moment. The what? Where are the Stepton Rebel? Our mascot. The paper is the Rebel yeah. Like from what? The Civil War? I didn't remember a lot of history, but I did remember the little scrimmage. From first a beatdown from Zach Lynch, now a newspaper in the tradition of the Confederacy. Confederacy. We probably eat lunch in the Ku Klux Cave. I know, not very PC. I lobbied to change the name, but you know how they are about tradition here in the South. Oh, it's a Scout school. They, not we, at least he recognized the rebels in this paper was named after probably wouldn't have much love for a Latino kid than they would for me. I've been recruiting new talent, he said, not casually, while waiting for his mission to boot. I bet, how's that going? You tell me. That's what this tour and the I'm the man with significant influence stuff was about. I ran my fingers across the old Mac talk and took about 8 years of dust. I don't know if this is really my thing. He got twitchy. Sure, okay. I pretty should have left then. It would have been better for me in the long run, but where was I supposed to go? My next class, next fight, or the next town? I've been doing that for 3 years. I was sick of next. Let me think about it. I'm still getting used to things around here. Illegal expression didn't brighten, but shifted to I heard that one before kind of bland. It's cool, man. He focused, shifted to the glowing laptop. I got some important stuff to work on, so I looked at the short and caught a glimpse of the document header. What's Whispertown? And he snapped the business shut. Oh, of which I'm not. I mean, which I'm not a part of. I just mean it's boring, really boring. It's not a good idea to tell you how dull the work is. Fine, not boring. Let me see. I moving in closer. Illy leaned forward, curling his arm around the computer the way Smart kids hunch over test papers to ward off cheaters. Bro, chill. I'm not going to take your stuff. He relaxed or tried to look like he was relaxing. I know. I lie, okay? Depend on why you lie. Whisper Town isn't boring at all. It's pretty big time. Sure it was. The prom theme or the title of the school musical. So if I sign up a part of your staff, I get full access? Is that how it is? Don't take it the wrong way. I can't show Whisper Town to anyone until I'm absolutely sure I'm almost there too, you know? I just need to confirm some things up. He min- he min- he min- misunderstood my last question, at least the feeling behind it. I wasn't mad. Who understood secrets better than me? But he really didn't want me to walk away from this new newspaper thing. I saw an opportunity. The whole secret story angle. That's how you sell a job. Make it sound cool. So you're in. I raised my hand. Didn't say that. Oh, do I get to play with any of the equipment, like the camera? I searched for it hesitantly, grudging his reaction. He looked horrified, like I was reaching for his thigh, but he fought his reluctance. Sure, he said, too loudly. It's really the school anyway. I just keep most of it at the time. I picked it up, even though I knew he didn't want me to touch it. After his hard tug over his precious story, I figured he wouldn't risk scaring me off over the camera, too. I'll be counting on it. This is sweet. Pretending to scan the room. I stopped with the lens on Elite. Don't move. Oh, I get it. Revenge for the shot I took in the gym. Not exactly. The camera was in review mode. I clicked through the last few images. Me in the fight, me walking into the locker room, me talking to a girl. I paused for that for a second. Paused for a half second too long. Do you know how to work it? Ely asked. I get it. I deleted all the pictures of me before taking a quick shot of him. Bertram applauded in my head. Ely asked how it looks. I turned the camera off. I don't think I'll be shooting models in the Caribbean anytime soon. The bell rang, signaling the end of the period. Ely gathered his laptop and camera as I stepped into the hall. You sure aren't mad about Whisper Town, he asked. I couldn't have cared about less Whisper Town. Not at the time, I'm sure. As for joining the paper, I could really use the help. I think about it seriously. Students trickled in, then flooded the corridors beyond the lonely hall where the J room was located. Ely said some more stuff about the paper, but I didn't hear it because I spotted Rhea walking with his friends, laughing, hair bouncing like a shampoo commercial. Again, I thought of those movies and those slow-mo and cheesy music. It was insane. Pumping to the girl that had caught me in a beating during my first hour as Steptown High. Yet I'm still drinking the Kool-Aid she stopped. She stopped laughing when she looked away. I smiled. Smooth. She grimaced, raised her fist, and extended her middle finger slowly. You ever see somebody like actually caught them in the moment when they planted one foot into a steamed pile of fresh? Then you might be able to pitch the look of Rhea's face. Tiny hot Neil picked my cheek and forehead. I was glad Ely's hall was deserted. I couldn't tell if my embarrassment was noticeable or not. At least here, he'll be the only one to see. He already seen me look worse. When I turned around from Rhea, I found Ely flipping double words in her direction. He raised both middle fingers in a rhythmic taunt. I looked at two, then back to Ely, then back to, and understood her obscene gestures was never meant to be. Rhea flicked her pawn in a talk to hand motion before she proceeded to the next class. Ely shrugged, double-checked the J room lock, then said, the office gave me a copy of her schedule. I could show you what your next class. Dude, what was that? He shrugged, just how me and my sister say XOXO. Chapter 3.